Good morning and welcome to the second week of our 14-day yoga challenge. It's day 8 today. We'll be focusing on doing some release for your hips, both internal and external rotation. So let's start on the back today. Go ahead and lie down in any position that you find comfortable. And close your eyes. Start to deepen your breath. Inhaling deeply, feel your ribs expand and lift. And as you exhale, feel your belly pull in and your low back massage into the floor. And continue to breathe deeply as I set today's intention, which is to tune into your body and how it feels. And if this intention doesn't speak to you, please go ahead now and set one that does. Then open your eyes, moving into a figure 4 or back release. Cross your left ankle over your right knee. Left knee is pointing towards the bottom of the mat. Stay here or inhale and reach that right knee towards your chest, wrapping your hands either around your thigh or around the shin. Starting to feel an opening in that left hip, maybe your left low back. Noticing where you feel this today. Option to extend that right leg towards the ceiling. My helper. Take one more deep breath in and exhale all the air out. Lower the foot to the ground if it's lifted, and let's switch. So left foot flat on the floor, right ankle crosses over left knee, and your right knee is pressing towards the bottom of the mat. Again, option to stay here if this is feeling right for you today, or you can bring that left knee in towards your chest. Now feeling it on the right side, your hip, your low back, glutes. Option to extend the left leg towards the ceiling. Now feeling it also in the back of that left leg, hamstring area. And exhale. Lower that foot down, both feet to the mat. And come on over to your side, onto your hands and knees. Let's do a round of cat-cow here. So curl your toes under. Inhale, sag your belly and chest down, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Exhale, curving around the spine towards the ceiling. Inhale, toes under, sag the belly. Exhale, round the spine. One more time. Inhale, sag the chest and belly. Exhale, point your toes, round your spine towards the ceiling, tuck the chin. And come on back to neutral, setting up for downward dog. Move your hands forward a few inches. Curl your toes under. Exhale and hoist your hips up and back. Keeping your knees generously bent for the first one. Let's walk it out a bit. So lift your left heel, right heel towards the mat. And then switch, lifting your right heel, left heel goes towards the mat. And lower both heels down. Triangle pose. Step your left foot forward. Come on up. Both legs are straight here. A little bit of a shorter stance, about 3 or 4 feet apart. If you have a block, I really love to use a block for triangle pose. Put that, I'm going to go on the highest height today, on the outside of my foot. Inhale, reach your hands out in a T position. Reach forward. Exhale, left hand to block or shin. Right hand stretches towards the ceiling. Feel your neck, head relax, left ear towards that shoulder. Exhale and press into that back foot, feeling your hips moving towards the long side of the mat and your chest opening up to the ceiling. Noticing where you're feeling this today. Do you need to do anything to deepen the pose or to back off a little? Twisting lunge. Face the front of your mat and come on down into a lunge position. Into this sort of high 90-90 position. On exhale, twist towards your left leg, right elbow to left thigh. Make a fist with your right hand, and left hand covers that right fist. Leaning away from that, your chest away from that bent leg, relax your head down. Pressing in, using your elbow for leverage so you're not sinking into the pose. Pigeon, frame your front foot, left knee goes towards left wrist, and start to walk that right leg out behind you. Elbows can come to the mat or to your blocks. And feel that you're lengthening your chest forward as you fold. Feeling some release in that low back on the left side, your left hip. And this pose can be very intense for some. So if that's the case, maybe you want to come up on your forearms or your hands, feeling for what your body needs. Feel that right hip pressing down towards the mat. And start to walk your hands back, lifting your torso, moving back into downward dog. Take a moment to walk it out, lifting one heel and then the other. And we'll move into those three poses on the other side. Triangle, step your right foot forward. Come on up, straightening both legs. Front foot is toe pointing to the front of the mat, back foot on an angle. Inhale, reach your hands up. Exhale and reach forward. Right hand comes down to shin or block on the outside of your foot. Left hand reaches to the ceiling. Relax that right ear towards your right shoulder. Feeling your head dangle and relax. Reach that left hand up strongly towards the ceiling. Exhale and press your hips towards the long side of your mat, like you're between two window panes. Twisting lunge, looking towards your foot, frame the front foot and lower your left knee. Coming up into this higher lunge, 90-90 position. Move on exhale, left elbow goes to right thigh. Make a fist with your left hand, right hand covers the fist. And then exhale, dangle your head, left ear towards your shoulder. Using some leverage with that left elbow. So you're keeping a frame. Chest leans away from your knee. At the same time, your hips sway towards the right, creating this nice counterbalance. Pigeon, look down at your mat, frame your front foot, curl your back toes under, and then move your right knee towards right wrist, walking your left foot out behind you. Exhale and lower forearms to mat or block. Exhale and relax your head, your neck. Noticing where you're feeling this. Sending your attention to any spots that feel tight. On your next inhale, start to walk your hands back, lifting your torso, and make your way onto your stomach. So lying flat on your stomach, you can use your hands, make a pillow for your head. I'm going to turn my head to the side so that I can still speak and you can hear me. Moving into half frog. Let's start with the right side. So bring the right knee out to the side, kind of like on this right angle. So it might be lower or it might be higher. And you can keep your forehead to the mat or looking to one side. Internal rotation of the hip. And feel your right hip pressing towards the mat. And let's switch sides. So lengthen that right leg out behind you. Bring your left leg up into half frog position, so at this 90-degree angle. Foot is flexed. Relax your head down to the mat or turn it towards one side. And feel your left hip pressing in towards that mat. And stretch the left leg out behind you. Bring yourself up into a seated position, slowly and gently. In a cross-legged position, or maybe lying on your back to close out the class. Close your eyes for a moment. Hands to heart center. In gratitude and appreciation for taking this time out for yourself today. Pay attention to your body's needs throughout the day, whether for rest, nourishment, or movement, and honor these needs if you can. Open your eyes. Great job today. Thank you so much for joining me for day 8, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow for day 9 of our 2-week yoga challenge, Gentle Beginnings. Thank you.